So what's more valuable? Training or experience?
I think I broke it.
As much as I want to make this video here, it's 5 o'clock. It's time to go home. All right. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're talking about training such as like UTI or trade school versus experience. As you guys know, I work for Porsche. I just started working here about 3 months ago, and I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of insight as to how I got here. But before we get into all that stuff, to all of the new subscribers, thank you guys so much. You're amazing. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. I'd probably still be making these videos, but I'd be talking to nobody. So thank you for at least all, yeah, thank you. In order to determine what is more valuable, I feel like I should just tell you guys how I started in the industry. Back in 2011, I enrolled in UTI, Universal Technical Institute. If I knew what I knew now, I don't think that that would be the route that I would have gone, but it's the route that I took. I did the automotive program, none of the extra stuff. Let's use Porsche as an example. Say you want to become a Porsche technician. UTI offers a program that's partnered up with Porsche, and so basically what you would wind up doing is you'd enroll in UTI, you would take the automotive classes, and then depending on how well you do at all the courses, your grades and everything, you can then apply to the Porsche factory training straight out of UTI with zero experience. On the flip side of the coin, experience is huge. Experience is probably the biggest factor when it comes to getting a job in the industry. Oh, shit. I forgot the giveaway. I have something for you guys. But anyways, when it comes to training without experience, there are a few different ways to obtain training. There are technical schools that you can go to. There's a ton of them out there. Universal Technical Institute is one of them. WyoTech is another one. You could even go to, I think Southern Illinois has an automotive program. I don't know if they still have it. It really wasn't anything special in comparison to the for-profit schools. I don't think that I would spend money on a 4-year university, you know, looking back at it. UTI, when I went, I think was like 30 or 35 grand, which isn't the greatest, but you kind of need that in order to be taken seriously to get a position at one of these either independent shops or dealerships or whatever it is. My advice to a technician just starting out in the industry would be not to go to UTI unless you want a 52-week program that gives you all of the information that you could possibly need. Not saying that that isn't important, but most UTI graduates will tell you that it wasn't worth it as far as what they charge you for what you get. There are a lot more cost-effective ways to be able to obtain that kind of training. You could take some technical classes at a community college, which would be a lot more cost effective, but the way that I would recommend you guys start out in the industry is either at an independent shop or a dealership. Now, it doesn't matter what dealership or what independent, but what you need to be absolutely sure about is that they're hiring you with the intention of moving you through the ranks. For example, a dealership position would be in the lube lane doing the oil changes. Now, oil changes suck. You're going to be getting paid hourly, but what that does is it gets your foot in the door with the dealership that you either do or don't want to be at. And then after that, you can work your way up. They generally pull, as long as you show interest in the industry and becoming a technician, you can work your way up from being a shop assistant all the way up to a technician. And the reason why I say a dealership is because dealerships will pay for your training. Zero cost out of pocket to you. And not only that, you get to have factory training, which is experience. A lot of positions, when you're looking for a job in the industry, a lot of positions require 2 to 3 years of experience and tools. Tools will be another video. We won't get into that in this video. But as far as I'm concerned and how I got into the industry, I went to UTI. I worked at a little service station, so basically a gas station with 2 bays, while I went to UTI. And then the second I graduated out of Chicago, I moved to Denver in 2011, 2012, something like that. And I bounced around from independent shop to independent shop until I finally took a position at a Toyota dealership in the lube lane. The reason why I recommend going straight to the dealership is, even though I had a couple years, I think it was 3 or 4 years of experience, maybe even 5 years of experience, by the time I hit the dealership level, they still put me in the lube lane, doing oil changes and tire rotations, which was a huge step backwards for me. But I did what I needed to do to get my foot in the door. Because I had that experience, they fast-tracked me into their technician program. Now, I didn't really like the Toyota dealership that I worked for. I never really thought it was going to work out. I had the bright idea of trying to work for myself. And there's a lot of you out there that are like, well, why don't you try and work for yourself? Insurance is one of them. Whether it's health insurance or just insurance in general, you don't have a financial backer, so if you do make a mistake, it's like, all right, it's coming out of your pocket. Basically, I've always had a fascination with Porsche as a manufacturer. You know, it's a high-end manufacturer. They sell really expensive cars, and Porsche is one of the only manufacturers that you can buy a brand new Porsche, take it to the racetrack. The manufacturer knows that it's been at the racetrack. They'll still warranty stuff, knowing that you took their car to the racetrack, because that's what it's designed to do. Bottom line, in conclusion, when it comes to training, I would say spend the least amount of money that you can out of pocket. So we're talking like some technical courses at a community college. That would be a really, really good way to go. Technical courses at a community college, and then while you're doing that, I recommend getting a job at an independent shop, just anywhere. Get a job anywhere that's willing to train you, that understands that you know nothing, and that you don't have tools. So now, what you would have after about a year of doing that is a year's worth of experience in the industry, which is what's important. And then you'd also have a little bit of technical training to be able to throw in with it. Now, as long as you can pass a drug test, you can go in and interview with any dealership that you want, as long as it's not a high line. Like Porsche is really hard to get into. Everybody wants to work on them. But like, if you like German cars, you can go for Volkswagen. Volkswagen translates to Audi. Audi translates to Porsche. Porsche translates to Lamborghini. Within, or you could go get a job at a Toyota dealership, and Toyota translates to Lexus. Or you could go get a job at a Honda dealership. Honda translates to Acura. You see where I'm going with this, right? If you're dedicated and this is something that you want to do, you can absolutely work your way up through the ranks, but you have to know which opportunities to take and which ones to leave. But the most important thing, hands down, is experience. Like I said, those community college classes that you can take, those will give you the basic knowledge that you need to go get a job somewhere where they will give you factory training, and factory training is worth its weight in gold. Hopefully, this information has given you a little bit of an idea of what to expect, how to get into the industry as a new technician, and hopefully sheds a little bit of light on how to do it. For the Jeep subscribers, we're going to be making some videos here soon. I've been busy. It's okay. We'll get back to it. For all the new subscribers, you guys rock. Thank you so much. If I missed anything, or if there's any videos you want to see me make, leave those in the comments section below. Smash like, smash subscribe, hit the bell notification. Alright guys, I'm gonna quit rambling, but you know what to do. Hit all of the buttons that we love you to hit. Subscribe is one of the important ones. Smash the like button, that's also an important one. Future videos, Toolbox Tour, Snap-on versus the other guys. What else? Working on cars I can't afford. Stay tuned for more. Alright guys, y'all be safe. Until next time, later.